Marty from AFTV. I'm here with my man Watson, making his debut appearance straight out of the Hale End Academy, straight into the AFTV first team with an absolutely fantastic performance on a watch along.
Appreciate it. No, it's actually so much fun. I've been watching your lives all the time, so to be actually in the seat, in the hot seat, feel good. And the 2-0 win, I can't complain. I'm happy. I'm a happy man.
Do you know what? You're fantastic, mate, and you break a lot of the football down really well. And we're going to get into that now because I want to hear, obviously, those that didn't watch along. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings surrounding this game. Obviously, 2-0, it's a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Shut it out in the first half, and then the second half, literally, that was just like, let's go to sleep, and the job is done. Talk to me about how you saw the game.
It was like, for me personally, it was a game of two halves, really, if I have to be critical. I think the first game reminded me a lot of when we beat Sheffield United, I think 2 years ago, a year ago, when we were literally attacking every single second. They had nothing to give and to show for it. And the second half, we do this all the time. Like I think you mentioned in the live, like we sort of drop off a bit, but we have control in a sense. I think there was times where some players looked a bit leggy. It was like a controlled mess. That's the best way to describe the second half. But I loved the way control chaos. That's the one. That's it. I think Gyokeres was a big miss. Yeah. I'm a fan of his, anyways. Hence why I did the little mask thing there.
He's got the Gyokeres mask.
Got the Gyokeres mark on. But that was a very, very big change for sure. I think that's the reason why it sort of tilted. Moreno coming on. I know I saw him warming up a bit, but that did absolutely nothing for him. I don't know what happened. Again, I'm a fan of his. I'm not critical, but obviously I'm a very harsh person in terms of like for my Arsenal because I love them. But I don't know, it just wasn't up the races. The defenders were allowed to sort of play a lot more Burnley's half because they didn't have someone like a striker to sort of man mark like they did with Gyokeres. He was amazing in the first half. If he was second half, I think he would have been my man of the match, obviously. Okay. But I think that's how I say it. A controlled chaos in the second half, but great performance.
I think you speak about Gyokeres really well. Pops up with the number 9 goal header in the back of the net, right in front of goal. And then obviously for the second goal, plays an absolutely awesome diagonal ball across to Trossard to tee him up, and Rice with the header back in the back of the net beats Dubravka. Who's been a challenging keeper to beat this season at times. He's kept Burnley in games, won them points, been fantastic considering Trafford went and, filling in. So you talk about the second half, this suffocation and strangulation of obviously Burnley. It was, at times, if I'm honest with you, quite boring to watch. Yeah. And do you mind watching that? Do that sort of brand of football? We get the job done, we shut it out. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm not mad. It's more 50-50. I'm not mad at it in a sense of where we know in our mind. Like I think you were saying it. Like we're very, very chill. Like you knew they were going to win anyways. So I don't mind that side of it. There's another side in the sense of Saka looked a bit leggy today. I think Trossard did a very silly little kick out there that was not needed for. That could have changed the whole game. Yeah. Because Burnley were coming out in the second half for sure. I think it was more. I mean, our back four was insane. I mean, I think someone mentioned it earlier on. Like it must be so annoying to play against us because of the way that we could defend all low blocks. Anything that comes our way, it's absolutely fine. Did Ray make a save?
I don't think he did. I think he was sat on his deck chair for most of the game.
So, then the fact that Ray, as you said, could have played up front today, might as well have a little run out. Like, it was that comfortable. So, in that sense, I can sort of sway the side of we can have a bit of control. So, I'm not mad at that. But I think, there are times where some of the players are looking a bit leggy. But then again, I think you also mentioned it. Like, we have that depth in the squad that we could bring on in case someone is looking a bit tired and etc.
So, we've got Slavia Prague in the Champions League coming up. We've got Sunderland, before the international break. How do you see all that going?
Two tough games, two tough away games, I'd say for sure. Slavia Prague there, I think their atmosphere is insane there. So that is something that we'll have to manage. But we've been at St. James's Park already, we've been at Anfield and etc. We can sort of muster that, they can for sure. Sunderland they're one of my favourite teams of the season so far. They've surprised a lot of people. I love Xhaka. I'm a massive fan of Xhaka, so it'll be quite weird seeing us play against him. But I know for sure we could get 6 points out of those 2 games for sure. Just got to keep that mental, do what we do best, really.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you very much. You've been an absolute superstar.
Absolute pleasure, man.
Absolutely brilliant. So, as he said, please check out all of the other content. There is a box-to-box coming out on Slavia Prague as well. That will be released on Monday, so be sure to check that out with yours truly. And there will be a watch-along for that game as well. Please check out all the other fan cams if you are not going to already. I've been Marty. He's been Watson. On his debut, smashed it. Marty, AFTV signing out.
GFN Soccer TV, with all your favourite shows in one place, is now live in the UK with Samsung TV Plus.